what did he actually do, say that was so heinous to warrant vitriol of this level? It's insane. And what other community goes in on one of their own like this? I think a premonition of things to come. It's not dealing with with American black women. What's up? It's your boy Central coming back at you with another reaction video. And I kid you not, it's my real name. We're looking at the demonization of Kevin, and by way of that, all black men. Very eloquent points being made in this video, but let's get into it, man. Shout out to ODJ and Dr. T. Hassan Johnson, man. Very insightful. So kids, don't join the gang or
His passing is going to be another black masculinist turn where men are going to be shocked at the intensity, the hatred, the misandry. They're going to be shocked at the intensity of it. And here's the thing.
Definitely.
I've seen this already happen 50 times. There's a point where the rage and what they're saying veers so far away from Kevin, it has nothing to do with him. And the reason for that is it doesn't. Kevin has become kind of a cipher or a focal point where misandry can be justifiably extended to black men as a whole via Kevin in a lot of these people's imagination. So they have license now, because again, the whole question of Kevin's tone and his so-called disrespect for black women, even though you and I know his whole focus was creating black families, right?
Ironically.
But the whole focus on him and his tone has become justified for many of these women to be as misandric as possible. So when you listen closely, it doesn't take long for them to veer away from Kevin. And what I was saying about black men who are looking at this is they're starting to notice that the intensity is really being directed at them. This is going to be another moment where black men are going to pause and look at this and say, what the hell is going on? And I really do believe these multiple instances are going to suggest a major shift in how black men further, even conceptualize family. I mean, the more you see these kinds of examples.
So I mean, like, what are we talking about here? We're talking about the divestment of black men from the community as a whole. And it's been happening here and there since 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. But on a whole scale, we're gonna see a lot more black men going that route. Because black women always say, like, you're ours, so we can basically treat you how we want to, and you have no choice. But that hasn't been the case for quite a while. But we haven't had the means to exercise and actually capitalize on that. Historically speaking, recently, more black men than ever, or are single, childless, and a lot more men are getting their financial situation situated, thanks in part to the manosphere, people like Kevin, challenging black men, to get your shit together. And accountability. We don't, as men, we like accountability. Our counterparts not so much. Statistics, data speaks for itself. But it's crazy. You see in like the past couple of weeks, people talking crazy. People, they disrespected a man, but it just went, overboard, and the levels to it. You've seen, fake GoFundMe pages, just memes circulate. I mean that's common, but just the way they're talking about, you think this guy physically harmed somebody, murdered somebody, did some heinous act. No. Like, go back and look at it yourself, but what did he actually do, say that was so heinous to warrant vitriol of this level? It's insane. And what other community goes in on one of their own like this? You don't see rappers, you don't see pimps, you don't see the scum of our community getting treated like this. All this man had to do was, say something. Put some stake in, try to put some stake in the black community. And you can see what he built. Like, you can see across the world, across the board, men in Russia, men in Africa, men in Australia, mourning him, grieving him, torturing him, supporting him in lieu of all the backlash and all the things that are coming out. It's just insane, this to this degree, to see black women shitting on a man. And yeah, like I said, like people been mocking him, his funeral service, people, live streaming it and making fun of it, and it's just to go to that level, to that extent. What is driving that? Because it's not love. Regardless, you disagree with somebody, okay. To ridicule that person, to make fun of their death, really speaks to the psychological issues. And like, I have my profile page on Facebook as Kevin Samuelson. The level of hate that people have been speaking on his name, and now that he's gone, it's convenient because he's not here to defend himself. It's cowardly, but like anything to say about the man, you need to speak up in the least, and people are like, just jumping down your throat, and then you must be a small dick, they call it, woman hating, black woman hating, and piece of shit like him too. Like, it's just like, it really speaks to the depths of depravity and the damage that's been wreaked on our community. And it's just sad. Like, I just stopped fighting people a long time ago. I'm just like, I'll say my piece, but I'll try to challenge you on your views and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, it's up to you to look in the mirror and hold yourself accountable. You're not gonna let other people do it. Okay, fine. Go ahead, do it. Find that. But it's been. I think, like I said, I think a premonition of things to come. More men divesting, and just not dealing with, with American black women. Hey, I'll deal with a Caribbean woman. I'll deal with a woman from the black diaspora, from a Ghanaian woman, an Ethiopian woman, a Libyan woman. It just won't be you. My black American sister, Canadian, maybe, I don't know. Hey, I know how y'all do it up there, but it's been ridiculous to see the level that people have stooped to, especially these single mother raised black men too, who are just male feminists, which is just a whole nother modern day feminism. No, but these are just observations, and it's just wonderfully laid out in this video. And just, go check out the full video. I'll try to have the link in the description, but it's all good. You're not even watching this anyway, so. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you want. Thanks for watching. Check me out at Centron Anime, Centron Life, or Centron Laughs, or other social media.